Welcome to Echoes of Hope, the official podcast of the United Vessels of Love Foundation, where United Vessels of Love transforms lives one community at a time. My name is Jonathan Ogbogu. I am a current UVAL Foundation ambassador, and on this podcast, we're bringing you inspiring stories from the front lines of global health, where compassion meets action and hope resonates across continents. From bustling hospitals in sub-Saharan Africa to underserved communities at home, we explore how healthcare advocates, community leaders, and everyday heroes are bridging critical gaps in healthcare delivery. Since 2015, the Uval Foundation, otherwise known as the United Vessels of Love, has transformed communities through the belief that love and care for all humanity can overcome any obstacle. We're not just treating symptoms, we're building hope one story at a time. This is Echoes of Hope. Let's build healthy communities together. And today we're learning the story of Michael, who we have the honor of interviewing on our podcast. So Michael, feel free to introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much. Once again, my name is Akampurira Michael. I come from Uganda. I head an organization called Ujammaa Empowerment Network, a local non-governmental organization that focuses on uplifting the rights of women, especially in the area of food security and health. I'm glad to be part of this podcast where we are partnering with Uval Foundation to address the cause of women. Thank you, and thank you for hosting me, Jonathan.
Yes, absolutely. We're very excited to interview today, and we'll get into our first question shortly. So, Michael, now that you've told us about your background, I'd like to know this question. Can you tell us what the HerPad Project is and why it is important for girls and women in your community?
Yeah, thank you. HerPad Project is a component under Value Her Initiative, which is a bigger program that is being implemented by Uval Foundation in partnership with Ujammaa Empowerment Network. Under this arrangement, we are coming in to address the menstrual hygiene needs of women in these communities. Maybe to remind our viewers and listeners that in most of these communities, you'll find a girl who is, let's say, in secondary, or a woman who is living in the community, and this woman has no access to reusable sanitary pads. They don't even have pads. We've seen some girls witness that they even don't know how to use pads because they don't use them. They just use some rags and leaves because they have no access to these pads. And this is what we are coming to address. So under this program, the HerPad Project, we are coming in to make sure that every woman has access to pads. But not only having access to pads, but every woman has a skill to make sure that they are able to make their own pads. So in this way, we are giving a skill, which is training them to make the pads, but also ensuring that they have enough material to make their own pads. And in this way, we will be addressing the challenge. So with this skill, they are able even to train more people in the community. So that every woman in the community is able to have access to these facilities. So that's what HerPad Project is all about.
You've told us about the problem that you and your organization have solved, and it's interesting to see how you get both women and men involved to solve the issue. So, in your opinion, how do you make sure that this project lasts for a long time? What do you do to ensure that it's sustainable?
Yeah, thank you very much. Sustainability is a big component in the work we are doing. And actually, it's our principle with Uval Foundation that if the project cannot be sustained, then it's not worth investing in. That's our belief. And so specifically under HerPad Project, one of the ways how we come in to ensure sustainability is through skilling. We are not just giving pads because we've seen some projects where people just come and distribute pads. So we are ensuring the issue of sustainability through skilling these women. When someone has a skill, this person is able to go and use this skill beyond the project phase. This person can be able to go and train as many people as possible within the community. So when we come in with this issue of a skill, we are trying to make sure that replication becomes easy, even beyond our project phase. But also we are working with women who are organized into groups. So these groups still exist because when we are working with community women, these women are there to stay. So even beyond the project phase, these women will still remain. In schools where we are training girls, we are starting health clubs, and these clubs are owned by schools. So in that way, even beyond the project phase, the school will own these clubs, and these clubs will continue supporting more and more students who will join the school in the years to come. So that's why I'm saying that with sustainability, we are sure that even the little we've done, it is able to survive beyond us. So that's how we ensure that our projects remain even at the end of the project implementation phase. Thank you.
So, there are many people listening to this podcast. They're very interested in what you do and your work. If someone listening wants to help the HerPad project, what is the best way for them to support you and your organization?
Yeah, thank you very much. Maybe I can explain what is needed for such a project to be successful. One, we need trainers. We need volunteers. We need to facilitate these volunteers by giving them accommodation, by giving them meals to go and train these young people. So that's one of the areas of our need. Because without these trainers, this component of sustainability we are talking about will not be able to see it, because we give a skill as the first priority. But also beyond the skill, we need materials. We need training materials. We need material to live with these groups, the women groups, and also the youth clubs within the schools. So those health clubs we start in schools, we leave them with material so that they can go ahead and produce more pads even beyond the time of training. So in most cases, that's where our courses are needed. I will repeat, one, we need to train these people, so we have to facilitate trainers by giving them meals and accommodation facilities when they travel in different places within the country. But also, we need to buy material that we use during training, the tools we use during training, but also the material we leave with these girls to make more pads, which can be able to cover most of the girls within our health clubs. So those are some of the areas where we need money. And by donating your $50, for example, you have impacted like 5 girls to have pads. So to us, every money that comes is a benefit because it adds value on the work we are doing. So we call upon all the supporters, all the people who love HerPad Project, all the people who have passion for a girl child, all the people who want to see the dignity of a girl child uplifted to come in and support this cause. Thank you.
Wow. So, thank you for explaining just how important it is to support and in all the specific ways, because as someone, like me, learning about what you do, it's interesting to see that just a small amount of money can change a girl's life, can make the life of family easier, can add sustainability to your project, and ensure that girls are empowered and uplifted. So it was wonderful talking to you, Michael. And that concludes this episode of the Echoes of Hope podcast. And just as Michael said, at the United Vessels of Hope Foundation, we are here to invest in solutions that are sustainable. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening.